When life gets unpredictable, preparation matters. In medicine, it's all about staying alert, ready for whatever comes through the door. On the road, it's no different. That's why Volvo designs vehicles to help anticipate risk, reduce harm, and protect lives. The Volvo XC90's advanced safety systems inspire confident decisions wherever the road takes you. The Volvo XC90, for life. Proud sponsor of the Pit Podcast. Learn more at volvocars.ca/safety.
This new world was their ancestral home. They lived here long before us, in harmony with the land. When we fought to make it ours, the land bit us back. And not every monster is made of teeth and claws.
No!
That is some of the action in Two Falls, a game that launched a few days ago, an interactive drama, which is a big deal in the gaming industry, particularly here in Quebec, because it is the first Quebec-made game to explore Indigenous point of view from the perspective of the communities themselves. Here to tell us more about it is Kim Berthiaume, General Director of Unreliable Narrators. This is the studio that made this video game. Kim, thanks for joining us on CJAD.
Hi, thank you.
Where did this idea come from for a video game that is created from the get-go from the Indigenous perspective?
Yeah, well, we are nerds of history, and we thought there's not a lot of game or video games that tackle the Canadian and Quebec history from the 17th century. You know, the first meeting between the French colonists from France and the Indigenous people that live here in the land before. And we thought it would be very interesting just to tell a new side of the story that we don't hear often enough, and to give a voice actually to this side of the story from the Indigenous perspective.
So what is the scenario? What does the action center on?
So we play as two main characters with contrasting perspectives. One is Jeanne, who is a king's daughter who arrived from France, and the other is Maikan, an Innu who just evaluates what is the impact of the new people living in his territories and seeing the impact he has on all this tradition and stuff. So really, it's about navigating their story where you intertwine between Jeanne and Maikan. You see the land in two different ways. You interact in very different ways. You understand a little bit more how lenses we carry in life impacts how we understand and live our life.
And what is the goal of the action? Is this a fighting game? Is this a cooperative game?
It is not. It is actually very narrative. It's, as you say, it's an interactive drama. So you play as the two main characters. We really want you to put yourself into their shoes and understand their reality. So it's really narrative. There's a lot of message. The characters are super complex, and you decide how they evolve through the obstacles they encountered into their stories.
I was reading the write-up about this game and noted that the Indigenous input into the creation even extends right down to the music you may hear running in the background of some of the scenes, plus yes, much more. Was this an entirely Indigenous project?
Not entirely, but there's a lot of creators. I mean, the key creators are from the Indigenous community. So we have Maikan, who is an Innu, but we also have Tion Westasta, who is Wendat. And from the get-go, it was really important for us not only to have consultants saying what can we put into the game, but to really be a key member of the creation team. So Isabelle Picard has been our writer. She's the one that came up with the whole idea of the story. She created the characters, the message, what we want to convey as themes into the story. We also worked with Awastiki, who are a 3D artist that did all the visual that you see. Tara Miller has been our art director, and she's the one who put her vision into the game. So all of this has been carried by Indigenous voice, and also, as you mentioned, our musician and composer is a Wendat creator as well. On top of that, we also had an elder council just to make sure everything that we show, everything that MyCan is doing through the story, all the part of the culture that we want to present into this game is validated by them and is authentic, and that we are respectful of the way we presented it.
What has the feedback about the game been since the launch on the 8th?
It has been very positive. I think we have been, the story has been very compelling. There's a lot of emotional moments, but also what we have been heard a lot is the way we tackle very sensitive subject and themes with a balance that is never judgmental and very makes you think. We really wanted to have an impact and have a thought-provoking games, and I think we did achieve to make that type of game.
It's not judgmental about the settlers from France?
I mean, none of the subject that we present is really respectful from both perspectives, understanding that what happened, we really want to present it in a way. Jeanne is confronted about her, because she's a Catholic, she's also confronted about her faith and what has been happening into the territory. So we show what has been happening, but you decide as a player how you interpret it. So we really tackle delicate subject, but in a very balanced way.
Kim, where can people find Two Falls?
They can find it on Steam. You can buy it right away. In 2025, we will have the console version for PlayStation and Xbox.
All right. Thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Very interesting project.
Yes, thank you very much. Very proud to be here to talk about it.
Kim Berthiaume, Director General of Unreliable Narrators, the studio that made the video game Two Falls.